everyone, and welcome back to my channel. I am Yolanda Hayes. If this is your first time here, welcome. And if you're already a subscriber, welcome back. So today's video is going to be about the most asked question that I receive. So, and not just myself, most realtors, we always get the same question over and over again about, is now a good time to buy? That is the question we receive all the time. Anytime somebody asks or finds out that I'm a realtor, I immediately get the question, how's the market? Is now a good time to buy? Should I buy? Something like to that nature, you know? So when you're asking a realtor that question, I mean, we're always going to say yes, because that is our business. That's our career. That's how we live. That's how we pay our bills. So the question should be to yourself, are you ready to buy? Are you prepared to buy? That's a question that you should be asking yourself before contacting a realtor or asking a realtor, you know, is now a good time to buy? So I have a few questions here. I wrote down a few notes just to go over at least 5 questions that you should be asking yourself, okay? So the very first question that you should be asking yourself is, can I afford a mortgage to support the area that I want to live in? Can I afford a mortgage to support the market and or area, the zip code that you want to live in? Okay, so what I mean by that is, are you realistic about what is going on in the market? I get questions all the time, or get phone calls, texts, and emails all the time of unrealistic people. Someone that probably knows the market, but still sends a text message or an email and asks for something that is completely delusional. Delusional expectations. That is what's going to crush you, okay? So right now, if you are familiar with Forsyth County, the market is saturated with buyers. We do not have enough homes or in inventory for sale for the amount of buyers. So that means the prices go up when the demand is high. So right now, the question should be, can you buy in the market that you wish to live in? Does your budget and what you can afford on a monthly basis support today's current market in the area that you want to live in? Make sure that you are doing your due diligence. Google is your friend. Going online to look on Zillow, look on Trulia, look on Realtor.com, any of these websites, you can actually go into the website and actually type in a zip code or a city and see what the market is looking like. Contacting me and saying, I want this, but I only have $130 budget, $130,000 budget. If you looked and did any homework on the market here, there are no homes on the market even worth looking at really under $160,000. And the ones that are $160,000, every home that you love, you're going to be fighting with it with 8 other buyers. So you do have to have a higher budget in order to be competitive in this market and have other homes to look at. Looking at homes that are in the 130, 140s, majority of those homes need a lot of work. Also, you will be competing with investors. There are hundreds of investors coming in with cash money that is offering the seller cash. No appraisal, no loan has to be done. I mean, you can do a quick close. So, of course, the seller is going to take that offer. So, you want to make sure that your budget and what you can afford on a monthly term supports where you want to live. So what I'm saying is, your desire and your budget, or your desire and your finances, must match. The second question that you want to ask yourself is my job secure? What we have been dealing with during this pandemic is people are losing their jobs left and right. A lot of companies have had to close the door, or a lot of people have had to let some of their employees go, whether it is a temporary situation on furlough, or if they completely had to get rid of some of their employees due to their economic needs. So a lot of companies were not prepared for this pandemic. So they had to let some people go or completely close the doors. Therefore, if you're out of a job, you cannot get a mortgage. Even if you were in the middle of a loan process, you're almost about to close and you lose your job. Unfortunately, that is an automatic denial of your loan. You must be secured with your job full time in order to purchase at time of closing. So what a lot of banks are doing today, they are verifying your employment multiple times throughout the buying process. So make sure your job is secure before you start the buying process. The third question that you should be asking yourself is, do you have enough money saved up in order to begin the buying process? Do you have your down payment? Do you have your closing costs? Do you have upfront costs? I have several videos talking about the upfront costs as far as like your earnest money, due diligence, your home inspection money, your appraisal money. So make sure you go back and watch those videos. I'll go ahead and leave one up in the cards just so you can go ahead and watch that video. But my question is, do you have enough money saved up to actually purchase the home and then some? Okay, so I have some notes here that I'm going to go ahead and read, because I want to make sure that I hit these key points. So I want to know, do you have your down payment, or are you planning to rely on a down payment assistance program? All programs are not good programs. So that's why I always tell you guys, if you have been on my channel and a subscriber on my channel for a while, you know that if in all costs, if you do not have to use down payment assistance programs, then don't. All down payment assistance programs are not good programs. And the one that is primarily used for Forsyth County, for instance, Forsyth County only has one program, and that program is the North Carolina Housing Program that is statewide. There is not a county-wide program for down payment assistance. And with this program, although they give you $8,000, all money is not good money. Okay, I'm gonna say that again. All money is not good money. Even though they're giving you $8,000, it comes with stipulations. The first stipulation is, it is not forgiven until 15 years. So they are locking you into this property for 15 years. Now, if you go ahead and move, guess what? You have to pay the money back. So it is a grant, but it is not a forgiven grant until you have been in the home for at least 15 years. The second stipulation is you do have to take a higher interest rate. So for example, if you did not have a down payment assistance, so say one of your friends went and bought a house today, they got pre-approved, they may get a 2.9 interest rate. Let's just say that's what happened, 2.9. Your interest rate with a down payment assistance program is always going to be higher. It may be a 3.5. It's always going to be a higher, and then it also associates with lender fees like origination points and stuff like that. So your friend over here has a 2.7 and you got a 3.5. That is the difference. So you're always going to have stipulations that go along with getting money. Okay, you looking at it like it's free money. Oh, gimme, gimme, gimme. But it comes with stipulations that are going to hurt you in the long run. So I just want you guys to be mindful of these down payment assistance programs. So you have to have closing costs, moving expenses, upfront costs, and emergency funds. Emergency funds is very, very important. This is not like an apartment complex where you can call the maintenance man. If your hot water heater goes out, that's your cost. If your HVAC system goes out, that is your cost. So although you may be able to get into the home, you want to be able to remain in the home. So that is something that you have to ask yourself. That question is, do you have the money saved up to purchase a home as well as emergency funds? The fourth question that you should be asking yourself is my credit where it needs to be in order for me to purchase a home? Y'all do not understand the amount of phone calls that I receive about saying that they want to get a home and their credit score is like 520, 540, anything to that nature. You know darn well that the credit requirement is 640. That has been the ongoing standard pretty much everywhere you go. 640 has been the standard. Yes, there are some banks that allow you to go as low as 580, but again, there are certain requirements that you must reach or meet in order for you to be able to get a home with a 580 credit score. Make sure that you're checking your credit score. Make sure you are going on Experian, Equifax, whatever. Get your annual credit report. If you know darn well, again, if you know that you have things in collections and you know that your credit score is low, you shouldn't be contacting me. I cannot just magically make your credit score go up to a 640 or higher. So that is a question that you should be asking yourself. Is my credit score where it needs to be? And what do I need to do to get my credit score to where it needs to be in order to purchase a home? And the final question that you should be asking yourself is, are you competitive? So I have a little note here. If you are not a competitive person that is mentally prepared to fight, then this is not the time for you to buy a home. This is a seller's market to the 10th degree. There is way more buyers than there are inventory. So if you are not ready to fight for these homes, this is not the time for you to buy. Right now, I have people, when I list a home for sale, if it is in a good sweet spot price range, that price range between that 140 and 170 range, guess what? Tons and tons of offers are coming in. Sometimes up to 8 to 10 offers, even 20 offers. You just never know. You have to be ready to fight for that home and put your best foot forward. You have to be in the position to offer way more than you probably was expecting to. So that's why I do these videos, to go ahead and make sure that you have your expectations where it needs to be in order to win a multiple offer situation. So you have to be ready to fight. You can't be someone to say, you know what, I'm not fighting for no house. If you're not willing to fight for the house, then another alternative is to have a home built, okay? And you still have to have the proper income and the proper amount of loan dollars to be able to afford to build a home. That is the way that you overcome bidding on with multiple people, is that you have a home, you find a community that have a floor plan that you can afford, and you go ahead and have your home built. So when someone asks me, is now a good time to buy? My questions are going to be, do you have money saved? Do you have a job security? And what is your credit score? If all of those check out, then yes, it is time for you to buy. So I hope these tips really helped you guys on knowing whether you should buy or not. If you have any questions, go ahead and leave them down below in the description. I'm sorry. If you have any questions, make sure you go ahead and comment down below. I'm going to leave all of my contact information in the description box. Make sure you like this video, subscribe to this channel. Make sure you share this video with your friends and family if they are thinking about purchasing a home. That way they can go ahead and get their ducks in a row in order to go ahead and make the decision when it comes time to purchase a home. Thank you so much for watching this video, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.